Peter?
Yes, Nadel Tabili, how are you and all our shareholders?
And Daddy Joseph, and our greetings to all the co-owners who are with us tonight. Just like in the previous meeting, we still have Ndadeli Polo to be our host. He will be coming in just to make sure that everything goes well. But then, before I hand over to you to take us through the first presentation, before you hand over to Ndadeli yourself, I would like to at least give the update on the new notice that we issued last, is it Monday or so, whereby we were requesting people who did not receive their tokens during the airdrop session to go into the system and update their details. This time around, we strongly requested that the Class D should actually paste their token usernames on the system, as well as the emails that they used to register. That is the reason being, since the minimum deposit is higher than what the Class D will be getting, then we requested that the Latoken team will do the distribution of the tokens on our behalf, which they agreed. So we have given people a fair time, I guess, for them to really update their details. And then by tomorrow, we will then be pulling the reports again to make sure that we process. And then for the people who did not receive, either being the shareholders, being the networkers, being the content creators, we allowed everybody a fair time to actually reach out even to some of the team members who were tasked with collection of such information. And I really, again, make a plea to all people who have not received their tokens to make sure that they do the right thing, because now after we do the distribution, some people take it as if we skipped them intentionally only, and yet what we do is we simply take what the system gives us. So if we don't find a valid address in your account, then it will be rejected. So I just want to clarify that, and then by tomorrow, I guess, after lunch, because we'll still allow people even in the morning hours to do the updates. But at around 12 on Monday, we will now be pulling the reports. So whoever will make any change after 12 tomorrow, then it will mean that whatever the update you have done will not be in the reports that we have pulled. So we plead with everyone to make sure that they do the right thing, and then make sure that when you post your address, you don't have things like, some people, they have some codes, they have so many errors that you'll actually find in the addresses. Let me just share my screen just a minute to show some of those invalid addresses that the system would pick. These are some of the invalid addresses that the system picked, and then you'll see that others, they have some colons. So even if we try to clean this data ourselves, now due to the large number of users that we are dealing with, it becomes very difficult to actually go through all the records, because others, they have some just minor thing. Others are putting sentence instead of, they even explain to say, this is my address, this is what. So such things, you'll find that the system do pick those and then identify them as invalid addresses. So these are some of the invalid addresses that the system has picked. So we don't intentionally skip somebody. What we do, we extract the reports and then we put them in the multi-sender, and then now it will decide which addresses are correct, which addresses are not correct. So we really plead with everyone to make sure that when you go to the system, you paste the correct address, and then it should be only the address, nothing more. You don't put the, others have put the BTC address, others instead of, instead of, they put 0 instead, well, more especially people who will be typing the address, manually. So we recommend that you simply copy and paste, because once you type it, you stand a very high chance of missing something because the address is too long. So if you type it manually, you find that now you stand a very high chance of now messing up, and then at the end of the day, the system will skip you. So we we really plead with everyone to make sure that they give the correct addresses. When the addresses are correct, then it is certain that you will get the tokens when they are distributed. So we have assigned the team who deal with the people who lost their addresses, people who lost their Weons during the time when the minimum deposit was high. We had somebody who was dealing with the trust associations and the companies. And I'm worried that in the AEX platform, there are a number of trusts and associations which I did not see in the list that is being captured. So I plead with everyone who is a representative of any association or any trust or company that are in the AEX to make sure that you reach out to the person who is responsible for addressing the issues of trust and companies, to make sure that your information is captured, because if it is not there, then we'll still skip such an organization. So we had somebody who is capturing the content creators' information, somebody who is capturing information about the networkers who were also skipped for various reasons that we have. So we are allowing again for tomorrow until 12 midday to say, please make sure that everything is correct. And then at a time when we pull the reports, then we'll be starting the process again and then doing the distribution. So that is all from my side in that day. Peter, I will now hand over to you and also our host in that day, Polo. I think you'll be coming in at the time of Q&A just to make sure that you control everything. Thank you very much, Caleb, on that.
Thank you, Tabili. Just a moment as I just get all the slides together so that we can start our presentation. All right, just a moment. Hold on. Okay, thank you so much again. Very excited to actually have this important presentation today, which is going to be the very critical one. To really start today, we have our guest, the leader of the World Peace Body and Pan-African People's Alliance, Yusuf, who is going to also represent our investor, His Excellency Sir Patrick, together, both His Excellency Yusuf and His Excellency Sir Patrick. So Sir Patrick did apologize for not making it, but we are very glad to have His Excellency Yusuf Emetov, who is representing World Peace Tract, Pan-African People's Alliance, and also Sir Patrick. He'll be able to talk. And we're very happy that at least we have received officially from His Excellency Sir Patrick Bajor the very first investment of 250,000, which is going to really be a very great start. And as we also go ahead in the same memorandum, an option of $1 million before, and then after that, $30 million. So that's very, very powerful for a community to have such an influential, world recognized personality, and he's very, very excited. And we were successful, able to send him his very first package of weirds, and that's powerful. And so as we go ahead, we will be able to let you know the other important steps that will be followed regarding the additional investments that he will be making. I did explain very well in detail, and will be explaining, because Weownomy is a community that explains all that we really do, and any kind of financial investment that comes through. And so it's all something very powerful, and it comes at the very right time when we are launching a very, very important update that I'm going to be able to explain today. So today, I'm just going to have the very first presentation before His Excellency Yusuf will come on board. So, and then after he speaks, then I will continue with the presentation. So for the very first part of the presentation, it's very important to explain to you that yet today you're going to hear very important breakthrough news, and this is just going to change all that you know about Weons, and it's just going to really put up a very great understanding of where we go, how Weons is going to be very important, not only in your lives of many African people, and global community, as we have a very unique ecosystem that goes through the social media platforms. We have Weownomy Chat, Weownomy Web, the zero cost digital economy, and a lot of different partnerships that we have out there. So the token exchange is launching Weons pair, a new trading pair with USDS, USDZ. So USDS is a stable coin, and that stable coin team, they are forming our own user-owned stablecoin called USDS. So USDZ, sorry, is going to be a stablecoin for the zero-cost digital economy, USD. So it's abbreviated USDZ, which means USD, zero-cost digital economy. And then there's going to be the current pairs we have is USDT that you know, currently trading, I think, at around 11.10 or something like that. And then we also have Ethereum, and we're introducing the auto deduction reserve stable coin revenue sharing fixed trading price. So the total impact of what you're going to learn today is you are aware about the auto deduction reserve, but now we are talking of an auto deduction in addition with a revenue sharing fixed trading price. So it means there's something which is changing shortly, as we're going to realize right now. And you're going to read the final update of the draft press release that is going live on the 24th. And then thereafter, the new prices or the new fixed trading price that you're going to learn today will be. So this is the final final fixed trading price. The reason being, we have an additional pair called the USDZ. So that is coming soon, but we have factored it in so that by the time it comes in, it will just be paired together with the final fixed trading price that you're going to learn today. And for that purpose, I will take the opportunity to read the final draft press release that is going out there, and then you will know. And then there's also a very important thing. Because of this final fixed trading price, we will only now issue the Weowns once in a year. So be very careful. Because of this final fixed trading price that is going live before the end of March, we will only be issuing Weowns once in a year. It will be a good amount of Weowns. If you mess with those Weowns, if you mess, that means you'll have to wait for another year, okay? So be very careful, listen carefully, because this is going to be very critical for you, for your life. Now, you will only get additional Weowns when you are using Weownomy charts, Weownomy web. But as a co-owner, we are going to issue those distributions that we're doing once in a year. And you are going to know why that is going to be possible, because it's going to be quite a lot of money. And so we can't do it every month, because we believe with the final fixed trading price, you can be able to be sustainable for a year. And we want to do that until your dying day. So many years. And again, it can go also to your family members. If you die, and it can go to your network and loved ones and stuff like that. So start to think carefully what you want, write it down in a paper, and understand that the final fixed trading price is being announced officially tonight, and that's what we're going to best to provide you the Weowns, and it will only be once in a year. So if you go and blow it up, that is it, okay? So let's listen carefully, and now I'm gonna read the trading. I'm gonna read the final press release that you guys are gonna be able to see. And so it's important for you to listen and understand the whole clear picture, okay? So now we are going through this, and I want you to really understand this very clearly, why we are only going to provide you Weowns once in a year, okay? So it's very, very important. You do your budget of anything that you want to do, and we don't want you to waste your Weowns. We want to make sure that you can benefit on these Weowns at least for as many years as possible. Okay, so this is the final draft press release that is going out on the 24th. It will be on a Thursday. And then thereafter, we're going to have a whole new fixed trading price. So that means with this fixed trading price, it will always be at that level. And this press release explains clearly. So let me start to read, okay? So this title says Weowns Auto Deduction Reserve Trading Pegged Stablecoin Revenue Sharing Fixed Price, which is now officially $282. Okay? A new type of cryptocurrency that automatically generates profits for the owners and stability for traders through an innovative revenue sharing model. The token is set to launch a new Weowns, USDS, USDT, ETH, USDZ, revenue share exchange pair with an initial offer price at $282 per token, 100% backed by the USDS and soon to be launched USDZ, which is the zero cost digital economy USD, treasury reserve, and all transaction fees shared among participants according to their relative holdings in the system. What this means, this is going to be the final, and it's going to be a fixed price. And we are using a stablecoin revenue sharing. That means as we auto-deduct, there will be a portion that goes back to the users as explained in this press release, okay? So it's very important. Just wait a moment, sorry. Just a minute, sorry. I just clicked. Just give me a minute. Lost my article just shortly. Okay. Just wait a minute as you guys understand that now we have an official fixed trading price, which is 282, okay? And I want to explain to you carefully, but remember, you're just gonna receive Weowns once in a year, okay? And we want to explain to you why that is important, okay? So I just got back to my article, and I wanted to continue to provide you an understanding. So, okay. So I'll repeat again. Weowns auto deduction reserve trading pegged stable coin revenue sharing fixed price 282. What that means, from now on, Weowns will have a single price, just like any stable coin. But what is going to happen, we are going to use the two stable coins, USDS, USDZ, in addition to USDT, Ethereum, and it will, whatever we auto deduct is going to make sure that in a month, that price only goes, it's fixed there. And if it goes down, it can slightly go down to 281, 280, or 279, but it's just going to be there. So you will never see the spikes of Weowns going up and down again. And it also has a unique element. With the launch of these new trading pairs, buyers will be charged 2%, while sellers are charged between 10 to 20%. This is done in order to protect the stable value of Weowns, and as a result, to share 50% of the generated trading volume, trading commission among all holders, including Weowns, Ethereum, and USDT. For the first time, for many people, like for example, if you have 3 Bitcoins, if you sell them out, you don't get anything. But for Weowns, if you sell everything, we will still be able to give you those quarterly kind of dividends that you'll be able to get, okay? So it comes from the pool, the shared pool of the auto deductions that we'll be making. So that means in a year, in addition to the Weowns that you have, you will also be able to have a certain quarterly revenue that you'll be getting, okay? So this ensures higher liquidity levels while reducing the negative impact that a single event has on token prices. So this will result in increased revenues for all users sellers and buyers, as they will be able to generate profits by charging each other on every trade. Okay, so Weow's revenue sharing trading model has created a fixed price pegged to USDS and soon to be launched USDZ, USDT, Ethereum at $282 with potential high profitability while maintaining its stability by sharing generated revenues among holders of the token, which can be used as collateral or traded without having to worry about price fluctuation like other cryptocurrencies. So the current trading pairs at the time when I was writing, I was reviewing the press release for Weow's USDT and Weow's Ethereum are set to increase from 13 cents respectively to $282 on the 28th March 2022 as a result of this new USDS, USDT, Ethereum, USDZ auto deduction reserve trading option being introduced on La Token exchange. So when you buy with this new paired coin pairing, Weow's USDS and USDZ, it guarantees that you buy with stability and 10% Weow's reward on every transaction. So for the buyers, if you're currently buying right now, you're going to have 10% in addition. But once the price is fixed at 282, you may not have that buying power because it will need you $28,000 to just buy 1,000 Weow's, which currently you can pick much easier with at least, let's say, 1,000 rand or 10 or whatever amount. At least you can have that. So sellers can also benefit from this paired coin system because the system automatically deducts a small percentage for each sell made using these coins, 10 to 20%. So this way, sellers don't need to worry about calculating what portion should be deducted for reserve revenue sharing every time they make a sell. The system does it for them. So this means increased value for investment as well as earning potential from Weow's robust system designed to share revenues with traders. This is a very fast historical approach of Weow's. Never before the whole cryptocurrency industry is going to notice what you guys are going to witness. The very first auto deduction, what we're trying to do is we are trying to spread the wealth to as many millions of people globally across the African continent and everywhere in the world. And as we do the auto deduction, we take back 50% to many people. That means even when you sold, you bought, you are still going to be recognized. And so what we want to do is we want to increase the adoption of Weow's globally as a yardstick that any other cryptocurrency can look at. So we have something totally new. And so you guys, you're on the forefront. You need to listen to this. You need to pay attention because the world is just going to be able to change with Weow's. So on the new Weow's auto deduction trading pair, a 10 to 20% revenue share from the seller's sell is transferred to a shared pool for all the participants who have an account in exchange with an amount equal or greater than $1,000 equivalent value stored in the accounts during 24 hours prior to transaction completion time. So to qualify for the revenue sharing, at least your Weow's account has to at least have $1,000. So with the price now 282, most of you definitely qualify, so you cannot be left aside. So with this new trading pair, Weow's USDS, USDZ, there are added benefit of stablecoin dividends from reserves shared on quarterly basis. All these benefits are guaranteed in smart contracts as well as through Weow's reserve agreement. So this is the first time in the crypto history that an exchange has taken responsibility for users' profits by charging 10% of sellers' earnings and 2% from buyers. So with increased value and stability, the trading pairs, Weow's, USDS, and USDZ will be more attractive for traders looking for less volatile currency with a better pricing than the current Ethereum and USDT, okay? So That is very, very important. And that's the most critical part that you guys are going to really understand. So the other parts, I just thought that that's the very most important part that I should read for you. The other most critical parts are going to be, you'll be able to read it in the in the final press release that's gonna go live. But I thought that you should be able to at least understand the reason why we are settling on a fixed price, 282 for Weon. And that means that if someone has 1,000 Weons, he literally has 4 million Rand in a year. So that can help us to actually pay you for as many years as possible, because you're going to have this fixed stable coin sharing fixed price. So if for some reason, whatever Weons you have right now and you've been staking, just imagine the potential price or the potential amount that you have. So people who are selling Weons right now, they're going to regret. That is for sure, because you cannot just sell, okay? And then you don't want to benefit from something that is going to change you for as many years as possible. So what you want to learn from today's presentation is that when you're patient, you understand that what you have is simply not a coin, but it's a historical revolutionary currency of kindness, the currency of peace that is going to change you. So you really need to participate. And the only window that you have is from now and before the 28th to be able to get as much Weons as you have, because we are going to be dishing them out once in a year. And so if you did not stake, you did not keep those Weons well, then you'll see others having a lot of Weons and you don't have. So please pay attention and take this very seriously, because it is going global. Billions of people are coming for Weons. So you need to be the very first individual who has been with us and take that opportunity to have as much more Weons before it hits 282. And this is going to be in a very few days from now. So with that, I'm going to go back to the presentation to just go ahead and give you that clear understanding of the whole importance of what you guys now really understand. This is critical. Now, the press release is going on the 24th, and the Weons will definitely, price will start to change on the 28th. And going forward, all of you will be blessed, okay? So it's very important. I would like to do a very short presentation, but I thought before we have His Excellency Youssef come on board to do the presentation, I just thought that this is very important to share with you, so that we make sure that this is the final historical clear understanding of what we have. Now, the reason we have that and make sure very critically that we have 4 different pairs. We have USDS, and then we have the USDZ, which is our own stable coin. And then we have USDT and Ethereum that currently trades. And all of them, the 4 pairs, are going to trade at 1 Weos equals 282. And it's going to be a fixed revenue sharing trading pair, never before in any of the cryptocurrency markets. And the purpose of this is to increase the adoption of cryptocurrency globally using Weons, and a cryptocurrency that is going to do a lot of social experiments. When I talk about social experiments, going to be a lot of different goods that we want to do, a public good system, okay? And so a public good system, like our partnership with the World Peace Body. They will be having a huge chunk of billions, that's over 20%. The Pan-African People's Alliance, the Zero Cost Digital Economy, we're going to have a lot of different projects that are coming through. And so all these unique trading pairs that we have are all going to be introduced with a fixed price of 1 million equals 282 before the end of the March 2022 by La Token Exchange. Okay, so trading williams with the fixed price. So La Token Exchange is set to launch a new trading pair, which is USDS, USDT, Ethereum, and then USDZ, auto deduction reserve trading. And so these pairs will trade at a pegged revenue reserve stablecoin sharing fixed price of 1 million equals to $282. Now, the way currently we have taken, because someone can ask, how sure are you that it will be 282? We have simply taken the same concept of a stable coin, which is $1 every of those stable coins. Now, for us, instead of pegging it with gold, which is going to come later on, we are pegging it with a revenue reserve, meaning as we auto deduct from every of your different trades, we have a special reserve that has all of those different charges that comes out from every of your different sell and buy orders and maintain. So we can have as much as 30 million USDS or USDZ, and that is put at the exchange to really make sure that it maintains that price. And so we are not interested in having billions go to 2,000, 4,000, 10,000. We just want to make sure that it stays at that price, and then it's stable to allow as many people. And the game changer is having our own stable coin is powerful because now as we open Weownomy chart and we're launching it, it's going to bring up millions and millions of people who are going to come in the market. So our coin should be stable, and then the coin should be able to serve as many different services, especially the surfing and all that ecosystem of Weownomy chat. People will be sending messages, videos, and all that kind of stuff. And I think that's going to be something historical. So it's a smart move, something that has already been done in the stablecoin industry, but we are improving and using that stablecoin revenue sharing with a fixed price and putting that ahead that allows us to really maintain that. So what does that mean? It will bring a lot of revenue to both sellers, buyers. The token will make a lot of money, and our ecosystem will be stable. It can easily expand across the whole continent, because as we have a strong fixed price, it's very easy to market the project, because the Weowns will be the very first flagship to really market our project out there. So you'll get more value for your Weowns. So as you have your Weowns right now, just understand it's going to be quite a lot of value with the new trading pair as we implement the auto deduction reserve trade and charging sellers 10%, buyers 2%. And from what we're charging you, 50% is distributed quarterly from the reserve trading revenue program. Okay, so that is the program that we have today. And so those figures that you see on your Weownomy pay are now reality. Okay, so when you look at them, you understand. But most of you have not been taught to build wealth. Just cash out 1,000 Weowns. Don't go out as if, because you are going to be a co-owner who is poor and yet others are rich. So ask yourself, if you don't have a budget in your mind, if you cannot be able to actually put a budget of 4 million and then understand what you need, then that is you don't need to go out and cash out as much money. Just start with 1,000 Weowns and make sure that don't cash out money that you don't need, because you're gonna lose it out and we will not listen to you, because we will tell you we have records. And what we're gonna do, the company is gonna make sure that we post letters on your dashboard. If you're paid and for anything happens, you make any noise, then we have proof to show you you received the money, but because of your recklessness, you ate it. And so it's up to you. So learn responsibility. And you guys have been asking for that blessing. And now when the blessing comes, learn to behave. If you don't have a plan in your mind, start thinking about that and start thinking of what you can do with 1,000 billions in a year, which is over 4 million rand, okay? So trading at a fixed price is the goal of Williams. So we're taking the same concept of the stable coin, and we're also introducing our own stable coin, and the stable coin of USDS are designing our own stable coin. So we have two different stable coins that are going to act like a treasure to make sure that we can protect that fixed price. So we have Williams will be paired with USDS, USDZ, USDT, and Ethereum. So the new trading pair to launch at the token currently before the USDZ is the Williams USDS, okay? And that is going to come at a price of 282. So it's a new trading pair. Williams USDS will be introduced with a fixed price of 1 Williams equals 282 before the end of the month by the token exchange, and then later on USDZ coming soon. So the reason why we are shifting from 18 to 282 is we figured out if the last pair of our stable coin comes, we don't want to change. Why don't we just put it at one pair so that by the time it comes, already the price is fixed. So we're not changing anything. We just have it officially at 282. Dream big, and then you get the results of what you are going to see. And that's the most important thing. So 100% of the revenue sharing reserves stablecoin trading pair. So this is totally new. For the first time in the history, we have created a reserve stablecoin, which allows you to share profits from your crypto assets with exchange by providing liquidity for traders, okay? And by trading with a fixed Williams price 282. Now, we have done a great deal of research of the crypto industry, but Williams is going to really change a great deal. It's going to change a lot of lives of people. And so our work, and I've been talking with Nadel Tabili, and we're saying, once this goes through, then you guys, for the rest of your life, you will remember this. And so we want you to do this as quick as possible and get you up there in the historical books. So if you have Williams and currently you are messing up with them, please don't be a laughing stock tomorrow, because you messed up your treasure thinking and not listening to what I consistently tell you daily. Please listen publicly, okay? So that is something that you need to follow up, okay? So an automatic revenue sharing, which is gonna be quarterly, and we are only providing billions once in a year, okay? But you'll have automatic revenue sharings quarterly. So your only work from now on is to sit down with a sober mind and start to think of what you need. Or you can even consult financial advisors to help you so that you don't think with excitement, okay? Just start to think and say, if I need Williams, I need to know that I have grocery, I need to know that my kid goes to school, I need to know that I can take care of my health. Get the basics first. Don't even talk about Dubai, or don't talk about any trips. Get the basics first and know that if I can deal with the basics, then I can go on another stage to deal with other things. Okay, so that's very important. Okay, so in addition to that, the 282 fixed price, it allows us to build a new US dollar stablecoin for the global zero-cost digital economy. So for businesses out there that will come into the zero-cost digital economy, we'll find that we have a fixed trading price. And so it's going to be very easy for them to come and participate with us. So we're going to have different programs for the zero-cost digital economy, because that is the biggest ecosystem ever to really make sure that we impact the whole global community. So we are avoiding to label Weons for money laundering. We want Weons to be associated with the purpose in your community, purpose in your families, purpose in your nation, and purpose globally, so that anyone who associates him or herself with an entity, he understands that he knows that he's dealing with a proper global currency and a cryptocurrency, which has some very important use cases that are going to be out there. So this is a very great opportunity for you. Congratulations earlier, before you guys get to be what you guys have always anticipated, desired, and I can see all of you guys getting all the blessings of what you have always thought about. So it's very important. But again, there will be those ones who will blow up the blessings. There will be those ones who will also be counted. And so it's very important in your lifetime to be counted as a person who really took this initiative very seriously. So it's very important for you to really understand that. Now, in addition to this very important update, we're coming with our own stablecoin, and the stablecoin will be officially in April. It's called the USDZ, which is a zero-cost digital economy, USDZ. So this is not just a stablecoin, but it's a revolutionary stablecoin that is said to have billions, a stable trading price of 282 USD. So our whole goal is a stable trading price while also having an automatic revenue share fixed price exchange. Okay. So it's very important. Having our own stablecoin is like having our own USDT. That is what I'm talking about. And that's what we're going to use to make sure this maintains our trading price at 282. So every time a seller completes a trade, they will earn USDS, USDZ, or USDT or Ethereum, which is automatically deducted from the account and added to the reserve balance for that stablecoin. So the stablecoin, we have 3 of them. There's the popular one, which is USDT, but there are 2 others that are very important. So this means your profits are always safe, even when the crypto prices fluctuate widely. So we are running away from the experience that you guys are seeing. The coin is going up and down, but we are now going for a stable trading price, 282, and we are introducing our own stable coin called USDZ, which is of course digital economy. It's a digital dollar stable coin. Okay, so the revenue sharing auto deduction trading is an initiative from La Token, in order for us as token holders not only enjoy from increasing exchange value, but also receive daily cryptocurrency dividend income with automatic distribution on USDA. So what we want to do, we want to start with the revenues quarterly, but our goal is to push it at least up to a daily amount. So that's the most important thing. So we want to bring up something totally unique in the crypto industry because of you and because of the global community, because of our African people. And again, this is a peaceful revolution. We are not insulting anyone, but we are telling you what needs to happen in your life. That's very, very important for you guys out there who are listening. Now, this absolutely is the world's first revenue sharing stablecoin reserve trading with a fixed price. Okay, so definitely, does it mean you're going to become rich? Yes, because we show you how these stablecoins actually are introduced in the markets to help reduce the volatility. But the kind of the volatility that is happening currently is that you can only match your cryptocurrency with the stablecoin so that you can be able to get, you can be able to get the fiat currency. But we're taking the stablecoin to another level whereby we are introducing a revenue sharing and reserve trading at a fixed price. That is a game changer. One, it's going to introduce millions of people, and that's what they call the adoption of crypto. Millions of people to come through. And secondly, it's a way of all of us to benefit from the profit generated from trading, which is shared among token holders, which then results to an increase in price of current trading pairs to 282. And this is just amazing. So the new trading pair and the deduction reserve stable coin revenue sharing fixed price is now a new invention, which is going to change because it makes it easier for everyone who comes to the Weownomy token ecosystem to understand that at all times when you have your Weownomy, you don't need so much. You just need a few of it. 1,000 Weownomy, you cover up the whole year, okay? So you wanna make sure you don't just enjoy 1 year, but you can enjoy as many years as possible. So as a global crypto asset exchange in the blockchain technology, La Token is a very good partner. They're learning a lot from what we have to offer. We really appreciate them. They love ideas. And they understand that the cryptocurrency grows with innovation. And so we are disruptive. Even for the crypto industry, we are disruptive in the social media space. Weownomy is disruptive wherever it goes, okay? So the token will be able to launch the 4 different pairs, no, 2 different pairs, which is USDS and USDZ, auto deduction reserve trading with an exclusive fixed price that allows traders to trade at a stablecoin revenue share rate when they use this new trading pair. And that means anyone who wants to make money will have to come to the new trading pair, which is Weownomy USDS, and USDZ, okay? So that is the breaking news, and that is what you guys are gonna see. And so our goal is to increase the liquidity using those stablecoins up to $1 billion. And because we have a stablecoin, our stablecoin is gonna be 120 billion of the USDZ. So 1 billion Weownomy liquidity program is just like a child's play to us. So we know how to do this game, and we're doing it in the way that will shock the whole crypto currency industry, okay? So it's very important that we increase in the USD stability, US dollar stability, and link that with the fixed price. And you guys, you will never be the same again. And this time you have learned that we deliver. And this is a totally different game plan. But one thing you shouldn't mess up with your wins. At least don't say that we did not tell you, and don't regret. If you have blown up the Weownomy now, just look and be able to buy, because you can buy it at a cheaper price before you kiss Weownomy buy forever, because it's going to 282. You will need $28,000 to just buy 1,000 Weownomy. And you look at those days whereby you went around and messed up, okay? So this is now, Weownomy is now going mainstream. And so when it goes mainstream, we need now to put it at a very good fixed price. So Weownomy is pegged to USDS, USDZ, USDT, Ethereum, and other currencies at a fixed rate of 282 per token, which means that its value never changes, it will always be worth 282. And so our goal is 3 billion USDS and USDT liquidity reward program. So this is a great opportunity for traders who want more profit. So don't worry about the crypto volatility or when the next price hike will be, because we're just going for a fixed price. Okay. Now, with that said, I'm going to give the opportunity to His Excellency Yusuf Remetov from the Wild Peace Tracts, the Pan-African People's Alliance. And again, we are very excited for His Excellency Sir Patrick Peugeot as our lead investor. Officially, we received the first investment of $250,000. And we thank His Excellency Yusuf Remetov. If it was not because of you, we would not be able to have His Excellency Sir Patrick Peugeot, who is also a member of the Wild Peace Tract, and is also going to be on the board of Weownomy and all the different ecosystem, including also the board of the Pan-African People's Alliance. And we are currently the Wild 3 directors, myself, His Excellency Yusuf, who is coming shortly to talk, and His Excellency Sir Patrick Peugeot. So we are leading this major revolution globally, and together with you, all the Weownomy community, we have something great to really thank the Almighty Creator, because whatever we are doing, it's only the blessing of God. It's the timing that all of us can be able to witness this historical breakthrough that goes through the cryptocurrency, the crypto industry. So that's amazing. So without wasting a lot of time, Brother His Excellency Yusuf, can you please feel free to go ahead and present? Thank you very much. When you're done, then I will be able to continue with the presentation further. Thank you very much. Shortly, let us welcome His Excellency Yusuf Remetov, who is going to do a presentation both on behalf of the Wild Peace Tract, Pan-African People's Alliance, and also on behalf of Sir Patrick Peugeot, our strategic investor. Thank you very much. Thank you. Brother Yusuf, are you there?
Okay, can everybody hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you very much, Brother Sesamakula Peter Luima. I just want to thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to address the Weownomy family, which is a wonderful family of patriots. And I want to echo what you just said. I feel very sorry for anybody selling Weowns right now, because either they do not understand or do not believe, or they need the money so badly that they have to sell. And all three are very sad, because in a very few short amount of time, the Weowns will go up to the $282 from the few cents that they are now. And this really is an opportunity of a lifetime. And the only thing that I hear from people who I'm urging to invest is that it's too good to be true. And they are right, that it is too good to be true, but sometimes God provides things that are too good to be true. And I believe that this is one of them. And this is all thanks to His Excellency, the CEO, Mr. Luima, who is nominated to be the CEO Entrepreneur of the Year to many top magazines, because certainly when you listen to him talk, He is far and above the most intelligent CEO you will ever listen to. I don't care who it is. And so you are in very good hands. And when you talk about generosity, the CEO of Weownomy is the most generous CEO I know, with a heart of diamonds. It is unheard of that a CEO would give away 20% of the profits to nonprofit organization, World Peace Tracks, and a Pan-African People's Alliance, and only keep for himself less than that. I think it was 15%. So he is putting humanity ahead of himself. And what other CEOs do, they give a few peanuts as a way to make money for their business. It's not really coming from their heart. But with Brother Peter, it is coming from his heart. And I just want to thank you. And I want to encourage all of you that you are in very good hands, and to support the Weownomy ecosystem, because by doing so, you are supporting yourselves, you are supporting Africa, and you are supporting the underprivileged peoples all over the world, as together we're building a parallel economy, a parallel ecosystem, payment system, and environment. And so I just encourage you all to support this with more than just your wallet, but support this with your heart. And with that, I want to also thank His Excellency Brother Sir Patrick Bijot, who could not be here tonight, but he regrets not being here tonight, and wishes you all the very best. And I want to say a few words on his behalf. He is a financial genius, head of very large hedge funds. He's also a judge at the International Criminal Court of Justice at The Hague. And we are very fortunate to have him as part of our organization and as part of the Weownomy platform. And one thing about diplomacy is, and the word peace, if you think about the word peace, you can't have peace unless everybody gets a piece. And dollar diplomacy helps everyone get a piece so that there is peace. Because if you don't have your piece, then nobody's going to have peace. And so part of bringing peace to the world is making sure that everybody has a piece of the pie and has a sufficient amount for themselves. And part of that is to transform your mind from that of a servant, from that of a worker, to that of an owner. And that's one of the beauties of what my brothers, His Excellency Sir Patrick Bijot and His Excellency Sisamakula Peter Luima are doing, is they are working to transform the minds of their viewers, of their family, from a mind of servant to a mind of ownership. And how do you do that? Well, the first step is to stop thinking about salary. Stop imagining how much salary you're going to make, and think rather in terms of projects. And what do I mean? What projects are going to be successful? The entrepreneurs that are successful are those who think about how to help people. People will give you money if you help them go somewhere faster, do something better, help them with anything in life. And that means coming up with a better idea, a better way to do something, a better way to invent something. And then you're in the realm of ownership, of entrepreneurship, and of making the world a better place. What school teaches everyone is how to get a job. And how to get a job means how to be a servant, how to ask someone to give you money and to recognize your worth, and go into job interview after job interview being rejected by people who might even be half of your intelligence. And that is very demeaning. And I'm not saying to quit your job, and I'm not saying not to get a job. What I'm saying to do is to transform your mind from that of a job thinker to a job creator. And you might have to work at minimum wage for a year or two while you're working on the side for your own company. But like the Bible says in the book of Ecclesiastes, Shlomo says, don't let your hands work in the day, but don't let your hands be idle, because you don't know what's going to succeed. You're working the day or you're working the night. And so you should moonlight, and you should start a business of your own, helping people in addition to your job. And what you should be doing right now is spending all of your time speaking to all of your network and telling them about this Weownomy opportunity. And when they spend and invest their money, perhaps somebody that you know is very wealthy, and they look at their wallet in 2 weeks from now and you help them make millions of dollars, I think that they will be generous with you. I think that they will remember that. And I would not be urging people to seriously look at this opportunity and to invest unless I believed in it myself. And of course, all investments, every investment in the world has risk, and everyone should do their own due diligence and not invest more than they can afford to lose. In other words, don't invest your rent this week in order to pay your rent in 2 weeks from now after the Weownomy goes up or anything like that. Don't invest your money for food for your family. Invest your investment income, lots of your investment income, a large percentage of your investment income. Whatever money you have in the bank sitting there, it shouldn't be sitting in the bank. That's about the last place you want to have your money. And so I know that brother, His Excellency, Sir Patrick Bijot, would want you to know this information about transforming your mind into that of an entrepreneur and an owner. And by doing that, you will make the world a better place, and you will be able to help lift others up. And with that, I want to transition to world peace. You know, in 2005, I watched a propaganda drop in Iraq where they were dropping war propaganda, telling lies about the enemy. And that gave me the idea, why not drop peace propaganda and tell truth about the other side? And so Peace Tracks was born as a way of transforming an idea of war into an idea for peace. And since then, we have expanded to world peace diplomacy, and we have over 700 world peace ambassadors across the world. And right now, wars are in the headlines, and they're in the headlines because it's a European war. And we all know that there are many wars throughout the world, especially across the continent of Africa. And the world doesn't care about these wars. The world profits from these wars. Some might even say it is by outside forces that the instability and the wars continue in Africa. And it is a shame, and the world is not going to fix the problem. And it is up to Africans to fix the problem for Africa. And together with the Pan-African People's Alliance, which is a unity alliance for Africa that will unify not only all the countries of Africa into one alliance, into a principal alliance, into a trade alliance, into a financial alliance that will leave the treasures of Africa in Africa. So imagine a central bank in Africa that records all of the wealth of Africa into the central bank, and from that recording issues wealth. And that is very possible. There's no need for the trillions of dollars worth of gold leaving Africa every year to leave Africa. The gold can stay in Africa. We can monetize that gold, and we can issue currency throughout the world, throughout Africa, without the gold ever leaving Africa, without even ever leaving the country from where it is mined, because our central bank will have exactors in each of those countries to verify that they have the materials of gold, of silver, of iron, of copper, to be able to trade in the global market. And so the Pan-African Alliance really is the hope for the world. It is the hope for freedom for the world. It is the hope for prosperity for the world. We can see now that through the SWIFT system and through the banking system, if you're even accused of being a Russian, they can freeze your bank account. If you're in Canada and you're accused of being a trucker, they can freeze your bank account. Or if you gave $5 to the truckers, they can freeze your bank account. And so when you have money in the bank, just understand that it's not your money. There's something called a bail-in, and the banks can take your money and use it to stabilize their accounts. And you might have a credit at the bank, but once you give the bank your money, it's actually not your money. They can have a bank holiday. There has been bank holidays. They can bail in your money like they did in Greece, and they just took people's money, that's all. And so with cryptocurrency, people are waking up. People are waking up to the idea that the system is rigged against them, that the banking system is rigged against them, that any moment they can wake up one day and their bank account is gone, maybe because they posted something on Facebook or on media that somebody didn't like. And so moving to a decentralized currency like Weownomy is a smart thing to do for asset protection. And so with that, I want to let you know that the Pan-African People's Alliance is working with Weownomy, and our hope is, and we are very fortunate, and I believe it is blessed from above, that we have this relationship with His Excellency Sesimikhulu Peter Luyima, because his knowledge, his expertise is exactly what we need. I know for a fact that most of you didn't understand 30% of what he said. I didn't understand 30% of what he said, and I count myself as a very highly intelligent individual. But that's okay. I'm just so happy to have somebody like him who does understand what he's talking about, and he's so trustworthy and humble that I feel that I am in very good hands. And so take his warning seriously. It's okay if you don't understand everything that he has said. Just be happy that he knows what he's talking about, and he is looking out for you. And so I just want to encourage everyone to look up that hope is coming for Africa and for the children of Africa worldwide. We believe that the solution for Africa is not only unifying the continent, but unifying the children of Africa in the diaspora worldwide, who are 170 million strong. Once Africa is unified, the children of Africa all over the world will rise up for the African continent, for the alliance, and we will have a world alliance. And so I'm encouraging you all to get involved, and the best way that you can get involved is by supporting Weownomy, because 20% of the we owns is going to world peace, African unity, and to bring back home the diaspora, because the diaspora are the limbs of Africa, and they are suffering because they are not home with the body, and the body of Africa is suffering because her limbs are all over the world. But once Africa is unified, she will rise up as the powerhouse and authority of the entire world. And I thank you very much for this humble opportunity. Blessings to everyone.
Thank you so much, Brother Yusuf. That is amazing, very comprehensive and eloquent. And we appreciate absolutely the partnership that we have with the World Peace Body, the Pan-African People's Alliance, and it's also very important that Weownomy has opened up not only different partnerships with other different organizations like the Zulu Monarchy and the telecommunication providers that are coming on board, courtesy of initiatives of our co-owners who are also reaching out for different initiatives. And indeed, we are creating a very wonderful asset, which will definitely do great for as many million people out there. So thank you very much for that. And at the same time as well, it's great to know that you're able to represent His Excellency Sir Patrick Bejo. And so our community is excited, and the community can see that we have real important partnerships out there that take us seriously. And so this is very critical. There's been quite a lot in the African continent and so many missed opportunities. And I think what many of our people are really beginning to see with Weownomy is that we have a great opportunity to really bring all that lost hope and to try and make sure that the African community can indeed be able to achieve all that you have said, Brother Yusuf, in the way that is important. So we think and we believe our partnership with the Pan-African People's Alliance, World Peace Body, will really help the African continent in ways never before imagined. Because as now we have this important opportunity of making sure that we have major strategic investor like His Excellency Sir Patrick Bejo on the board, it's just going to put us in a very good position. So this is very, very important for our community, very important for humanity, for the African continent. And we are excited for what we are going to become. That's what I've been telling all of our community members, that be prepared for what you're going to become. And that's something that they know. And it's a slogan that we've been communicating. There's been a little bit of, like frustration, but again, they are learning that a disruptive company and what we're doing in a very short period of time, we've been able to achieve a great deal. And again, we thank His Excellency Sir Patrick Bejo for such a very important validation to really have that fast investment from him and continuous investment that he has in pipeline. That is also a huge endorsement to the Weownomy community, that when you go out there and people have doubts, tell them we are now dealing with the best and we are achieving the best, and they recognize that we understand what we're doing. And that is very important for as many people as possible, because you don't really are able to see, the journey of Weownomy is a very, amazing, extraordinary journey for anyone who has been with us, starting with our co-owners who are retail investors, small investors who have been with us, who know nothing about investment. They've gone from different projects and they have not been successful. And for them to be able to be part of the Weownomy ecosystem in a very short period of time, because the investment program looks very highly complex, but they are learning day by day. And what amazes me is that thousands of our Black African brothers are now beginning to understand the importance of where we were before, and now we're in the crypto space, and now driving every different and disruptive revolution. So that's a very important part of Weownomy as we go through social media platform that we are launching with Weownomy Chat and having as many different millions of people that we're going to be able to use that chat app. That chat app is not simply for engaging, but it's a revolutionary way. Every time you engage with it, you will be paid. And people, before we even had the Weons, we started with that, and people are so excited. And now the reality is setting in that indeed you can be paid for using the chat app. And that's why we have our own Weons, and that's why we're doing all the best with all the important innovations to make sure that finally we are fixing Weons at $282, and that provides us a very wonderful opportunity. So that opportunity will totally change everyone's personal income life, and to make sure that you don't just depend on your jobs, just as Brother Joseph has alluded, but at least you have something, and your Weownomy community can be able to bless you with this important breakthrough that we have. And again, just to remind you again that successfully we received a very fast investment, $250,000 from Sir Patrick Brayshaw, so that's very powerful. He accordingly, we were able to also provide him a substantial amount of Weons. And in addition to that, as the MOU agrees upon, he can consider to also add $1 million, which will follow shortly on goodwill terms, means that he believes in our ecosystem and he did not apply as much tough due diligence. So the due diligence will be mainly on the $30 million on case-by-case studies about different ecosystem. We have the CAP project, we have different other projects, and mainly the zero-cost digital economy is the one which handles all of these different programs. And so it's amazing that we have not only Sir Patrick, His Excellency Sir Patrick Brayshaw, invest $250,000, but coming through again with another $1 million, and again, which will bring the potential investment up to an additional $30 million. So that is absolutely very powerful to have, to see that Weownomy is witnessing all of this important transformation investment opportunity that are coming through. And we're going to welcome His Excellency, yourself, and Sir Patrick on the board. And they're going to be very powerful because both of them, as I've just heard from His Excellency yourself, they're very, very, very critical and important, and working together with them will really make it very powerful for us as we are building this massive ecosystem for as many people globally who are going to participate with us. So as we also looked at the previous participation, previous investment, presentation, the investment, we did show you the signed memorandum and the 250,000 that comes through, and then an additional $1 million, which will also come in shortly. And so the company will be able to provide 30% as economic rights, which goes to as His Excellency Sir Patrick, and then he joins the co-owners who, as part of the major international investor and lead investor in Weownomy, the zero-cost digital economy, and joining the whole massive network of the people, finance network, who have been with us, and you've been with us, and we truly salute you for all the amazing, because most of you joined without even knowing anything about investment. You've been in different things, and we came through the background of the COVID era, so many people really have gone through a lot. But see, from the COVID period with your investment, and you're going to come out massively rich, and that's something very powerful. As people say, this is too good to true. to be true. But again, this is technology. This is what has to be possible for as many people. So we're just simply doing what is required and returning it. And so this is what I could have benefited as me personally, but I am so excited to see as many millions of people. I remember I've received quite a lot of different acknowledgements from different people who have been writing to me, and they're saying they've never seen a company that is actually going to pay everyone, not few, but we are saying everyone who is part of the co-ownership system and everyone who's going to join us as newly, $1 annual subscribers. So everyone who's going to be part of the ecosystem, whether they're 100 million, we can do that because we have an ecosystem that can be able to accomplish that using Weowns, using the stablecoin revenue fixed price at around 282. So it's a blessing, and we welcome the future with Weownomy, a powerful solution to solve global challenges in sustainable development and poverty eradication. And we're doing it in a peaceful way, in a way that does not tokenize people, and it's in a way that is so fast that you guys will really not believe it. So with that said, and again, thank you, His Excellency Brother Yosef and Sir Patrick, and for being part of Weownomy and believing in us, because that's very powerful. And also for every co-owner who is out there, this is your time. When people were laughing at you and thinking that this is not going to happen, a lot of people will start to ask you, how do I join Weownomy? How am I part of this ecosystem? It is an ecosystem for everyone, whether they believe us or they don't believe in us. But the results that are going to come out with the 282 per token fixed price, it's just going to make them understand that we need to pay attention. And this is something very critical, and it's something that is going to change. We have come so far, and where we are now celebrating. It's pre-celebration for everyone who is part of the Weownomy ecosystem. And we are so excited what is happening, what is going through. And once this goes out into the media, starting on the 24th, and then 2, 3, 4 days up to the 28th to really have Latoken put up everything. We're paying for everything that Latoken requires to really implement the auto deduction reserve and revenue program. And tomorrow, Monday, I'm talking with the USDS team. I think they're going to take over $90,000 to actually implement our new stablecoin, and we're going to exchange with them over 3 billion USDS. So we are well resourced to actually make sure that we're able to accomplish this important revolution that is going to change you guys, and it's going to be very powerful for as many people as possible. Now, Weownomy Chat is going to turn Weowns into $1 trillion asset. How? Because as many people, just imagine, everyone who comes with $1 gets an equivalent of 1,000 USDZ and USDS. That is powerful. I mean, it's amazing. It's just going to see thousands of people coming. I mean, you are able to get our stablecoin, which is a digital dollar stablecoin, worth you 1,000 US dollars. And that is amazing. So lots and lots of people are just going to come, and that is going to turn Weowns into $1 trillion asset. So you have not seen what is coming, but as Brother Yosef has told you, sometimes they do things that many people may not really quickly understand, but you are going to see step by step what is going to come through, and you will appreciate that, because the game is now going on in a very, very wonderful way. And so we're excited. So officially, $1 trillion asset in Weowns. Now we have come up with a clear way. So from now on, don't be surprised with the growth of Weownomy. And we are letting you know upfront, it's $1 trillion asset in Weownomy in the making. So that's something very powerful. Why we have a new stable coin called the USDZ, which will be coming. That is the future of Weownomy. Now, Weownomy will now be pegged with the stable coin, with its own stable coin and a partnership stable coin called USDZ, who are designing it on our behalf with the whole ecosystem. And it will be linked with Weownomy Neobank and our very youngest CEO, 22-year-old Michelle Rankwani, will be dealing with that. So that's amazing for you to know upfront as we get this amazing project. So users can convert their time spent on the internet into real money through Weownomy chat platform. So Weownomy chat platform is a catalyst of getting millions of people who will benefit. So it's not only for co-owners who currently are 240,000 plus, 250,000 plus, but our game plan is to get millions of people all over the world to be part of the ecosystem, okay? And so the motto of Weownomy is for the people, by the people, okay? So you can be able to start earning from your personal data and turn it into $1 trillion asset to invest back into the community through our own cryptocurrency Weownomy as a new form of remuneration for contributors to the platform, not just advertisers. So we're changing the whole game plan of the social media. And now that we know we have $1 trillion asset in Weownomy, it means every individual that is going to be part of the Weownomy platform chat ecosystem is just going to build this network to $1 trillion asset. So web users will be able to earn USDZ, which is our own a stablecoin, by using the Weownomy chat platform with the zero cost of conversion into US dollars, okay? Or other fiat currencies, as well as making profits on transaction fees and commission from all projects based on Weownomy token at La Token Exchange. So as many different projects that are going to embrace the zero-cost digital economy, the zero-cost digital economy officially has its own stablecoin coming called the USDZ. When I say what is a stablecoin, it is like the way you hear USDT, which is the US, that is the TESA, okay, or TESA, as many people want to call that. So we have a lot that is being unpacked for your own eyes, okay? So we're very excited with what this all means on your chart, on your world, and finally, an app for all, okay? So this is the opportunity to be part of something big, okay? So we are welcoming our own stablecoin, the USDZ own stablecoin, which is going to be very powerful for the zero-cost digital economy. And what this means, it's both our chat app and the web user on platform are going to be a trigger to turn Weownomy into $1 trillion asset. You are just going to see how powerful Weownomy is just going to be. So Weownomy will be an integral part of the new reserve revenue trading pair, which is USDS and USDZ, to promote trade and commerce in the zero digital economy. And the Pan-African People's Alliance has a great deal of trade infrastructure that we're going to be partnering with them. And so with the 20% Weowns that is going to them. They'll be able to do a massive work there. So the African continent will actually change and be able to achieve a great deal because of Weowns and what Weowns is going to do. So that's actually amazing news for you going forward. Now, as you very well know, that we have this unique Weownomy Neobank, and a lot is happening. And you have just known officially that now the Weownomy Neobank is not just going to deal with just having an account and having a crypto debit card, but the Weownomy Neobank is going to first launch the stablecoin. So the one that is starting on the 28th, which is the USDS, courtesy of Weownomy Neobank, the USDZ, which is coming in April, courtesy of Weownomy Neobank, and the Weownomy Neobank exclusively will deal with the US market. But to be able to serve the whole world, the Weownomy Neobank is going to link a different whole interface of the stablecoin, and then it will use the stablecoin to be able to reach all the different markets out of the United States. So that means we can easily receive the $1 annual subscriptions, and we can easily match the $1 annual subscriptions and provide anyone who pays the $1 annual subscription is going to be welcomed with our own stablecoin, worth $1,000, so 1,000 USDZ. So we're going to get a lot of people. So everyone who joins on his Weownomy chat, money, whatever section, he'll be able to see 1,000 US dollars in our own digital dollar stablecoin, and they can be able to cash out that amount, and that is amazing. Okay, so with that, what it means, Weownomy Neobank is introducing a global digital economy and a treasury reserve. What does that mean? It means that the global digital economy is the zero-cost digital economy, and the treasury reserve is going to have over 120 billion USDZ, and over that 120 billion, it will be used to power the whole Weownomy chart. It will be used to trade the fixed price of the Weowns, and it will be used to pay the different activities within the ecosystem of Weownomy, and also other projects that we have in the zero-cost digital economy. So imagine a world where you can own your life, not be indebted to anyone or anything, including governments and banks. So Weownomy Neobank will launch the first digital dollar stablecoin, which is the USDZ. And initially, starting on the 28th, is the USDS, with an easy-to-use platform for easy onboarding, transaction tracking, and automatic stablecoin issuance redemption. And all the Weownomy chat app users will be paid using our own stablecoin, USDZ, as well as everyone who's paying the annual subscriptions, and all the interactions in the zero-cost digital economy will use the stablecoin, which is the USDZ, in addition with the USDS. So we have that amazing arrangement coming up. Okay. Now, the account will be attached to Weowns token, which can be used as a global currency in any country or local currency at any point in time without conversion fees or international transactions. So our stablecoin will not charge you any conversion fees. You can use our stablecoin to send money to your loved ones. Okay, anywhere in the world, they can be able to cash out. So this is the first digital dollar stablecoin, USDZ, USDS, for the zero-cost digital economy and the treasury reserve. So when we talk about the zero-cost digital economy, we are talking of making a new way of doing business with different entities and linking them easier with the users, the customers, who can easily, like recently I told you we have an initiative already in Lesotho with one of the car dealers, and we are actually looking at around testing out 30 cars per month for as many co-owners who are currently based in Lesotho. And we want to use that case study to also approach the South Africa car industry, and because there's a lot of that happening in South Africa. And so it's very easy for us to actually do that, and using our own stable coin by simply telling him we have a stable coin, a digital dollar stable coin, and we can convert it to any currency you want. You want it in rands? Do you want it in Maloti? What do you want? Simple, and get it. We are also having a very important initiative as well in Lesotho, which is coming in. I think it's also one unique housing program, and we have 3 or 4 houses already accepting to receive our cryptocurrency to be able to purchase houses, and that is also going to open up. So it's just going to make the whole business network across the whole continent and globally easier, because that's the easiest way we think we can really make an impact with our ecosystem. So the ecosystem of Weownomy is just getting started. Okay. Now, with that, what does that mean? It means you now will be able to own your future with a stablecoin, a user-owned stablecoin called USDZ, Zero Cost Digital Economy. USDS, they are the ones who are launching, helping us to launch that stablecoin. And they told us, if you have a large network, your stablecoin will be successful. We believe our stablecoin can reach to as many millions. Let us say the minimum should be 6 million. Okay? So that stablecoin will help a lot of people. You can have your money in stablecoin and simply go to altcoin and cash out. And there are other different altcoin, there's Bruno and others. We're going to have different ways to make it easier for you to cash out your stablecoin. So free and zero charter, where you can use USDZ, USDS for payment, for all transaction services and annual subscriptions, as well as being able to earn by doing tasks or viewing ads on Weownomy chat. So the ownership of USDS will be the only way to participate in the zero-cost digital economy. So we have USDS and also USDZ. Okay, so the Neobank will now officially include a whole interface of the stablecoins. We have 2, USDZ and USDS, and it will be overseen by our very young COO, Michelle Rankwani, who will oversee the whole worldwide Neobank all-in-one financial solution. So they have a banking section and we have a stablecoin section, and I will be able to support her together with the Neobank senior management. So the Weownomy Neobank is officially starting on the 28th with the stablecoin, and that in one section of the stablecoin, as we also wait the other section that is also unveiling sometime in May, which is the banking sector. But the very first section of the stablecoin, which will also have accounts, you'll be able to open accounts, you'll be able to also make cash outs using our stablecoin, just like the way you can cash out using USDT. So it's very important. And we have our CEO, Michelle, who will lead that together with our support to make sure that this happens across millions and millions of people globally. Now, the Weownomy Neobank, as I've just told you, is launching 2 stablecoins. The first one is USDS, and then the second one is USDZ. So for the zero cost digital economy and the treasury reserve. So that is massive. Okay. So USDZ is gonna make sure it stabilizes Weowns at $282. At the same time, it will be used exclusively in the zero cost digital economy, and the treasury reserve means it will be used to back up any initiative. And that initiative mainly is to make sure that our Weowns always is maintained at 282, so that with only 1,000 Weowns, you have 4 million rand in a year. Okay, so that one is just going to be very amazing. Now, another important thing is own your future in the zero cost digital economy with our 2 stablecoins. So the very first partnership with USDS, they're going to build and finalize that our new stablecoin, a global stablecoin that eliminates volatility and fluctuations. So we are so smart that we are introducing our own USDT. And that is going to make our whole game plan change completely, because we have something amazing. Now, it will also provide our chat-up users, Weownomy chat-up users, who will be paid using USDS, USDZ stablecoin, as well as the people who want to make payments for $1 annual subscriptions. They will only do so using our stablecoin, and they will have accounts, and that they can also have their own crypto cards for the stablecoin, and you can just go on any ATM machine in the world and you cash out. You just put your money on your crypto card and that's it. Okay, so that's the very most important thing. The world's first easy-to-use platform. We will onboard all of you, and you'll be able to have transaction tracking, and we can be able to issue. We plan to issue over 120 billion USDZ stablecoins. Okay, and before that, we will be able to get USDS 3 billion, and we can put over 30 million at La Token Exchange to just launch the auto deduction revenue sharing program. Okay, so that is how we are progressing with all of this. Now, this is amazing opportunity, as you can see, that with the zero cost digital economy, we're actually introducing a new way to work. So with our stable coins, you are able to work when you want and get paid in USDZ coins automatically converted into cash, just like the way you can convert USDT into cash at altcoin and all these other exchanges. So this is the best solution for as many people who don't have bank accounts, especially in Africa. And we're offering a no physical location solution. And we're starting, we believe that we will be able to start with over 6 million people who will get to participate in this. And you're gonna see how powerful Weowns is gonna move up. So Weowns now has 2 powerful stablecoins, okay? And that is going to be very powerful, okay? So great, and it's very important that you appreciate. Now, with all this happening, it's very important that we also introduce our own crypto exchange, because we have lots of people who are coming. And so it's going to be very powerful to implement it with our own exchange in partnership with La Token Exchange. Okay. So after La Token launches the 282 fixed price, the next press release will exclusively be talking about the launch of the crypto exchange, which will be known as the zero-cost digital economy crypto exchange. And that one, we want in one day to have as many users as possible who are trading our assets. I'm talking about Weowns, USDZ, USDS, including even USDT, and other cryptocurrencies will also be introduced. But those main ones, our exclusive ones, will be introduced. So we are thinking ahead because we are seeing a great number of people who will be coming on our ecosystem to be able to benefit and understand how they can be part of a new way to do business. Okay. So absolutely, our partnership starts with the token exchange. They have been with us. They're the very first people to launch the Weowns that all of you guys are benefiting. And we have Bitjet exchange who will come. We have many other different exchanges that will come. But we would like to concentrate on the first three: La Token, Bitjet, and our own zero-cost digital economy, crypto and fiat exchange. Actually, there's a team from Netherlands that approached me last year. So this is not just a new idea. And they said, we can provide you a fully compliant crypto exchange. And I think now this is the right time with the massive numbers of people that we have our own. We have now our own crypto wallet, Weownomy Pay, which we can link with our new crypto exchange. And we have great expertise that we can partner together with La Token Exchange. And we have also a unique auto deduction trade revenue program together with our new stable coins that are coming on board. So all of this needs to also sit on our own exchange. So that is going to be something powerful. It will provide a great deal of opportunities for our co-owners, for the great network of people who will be using Weownomy Chat, Weownomy Web, the zero-cost digital economy. And that is just going to be amazing as we go further. Now, with that said, it's also going to be very important because the whole game plan of our program is to include everyone. So the social inclusion and the participation, and also to be able to build a unique approach. The zero-cost housing that we can have millions of people. And as I've told you, we have a program that is going to run in South Africa. We have a program that will be running in every different countries, and we can do it in small ways to make sure that every country can open a small chapter to get started. Zero-cost cars, people can be able to get cars. We can do everything that is required at a zero cost. And now it is factual. We are opening the zero-cost car program officially, the very first in the history of the world in Lesotho, and we have done it successful with the very first 2 cars. And I'm signing up over 30 cars that can start to be distributed. And what that means, we simply get the co-owners, they sign up, and we have the particulars, and a different programs is going to be introduced to explain to them. I'll be able to explain about the zero-cost car program the next Zoom meeting, and I'll be able to have prepare it with Nadelia and see how we can get some few co-owners get to start it and let them own it. And that one is exclusively paid by the company, so you don't pay anything. Okay, so that is very important as we go ahead. And with the zero cost housing, we have seen 2-3 houses in Lesotho that can also be participating, but we'll go big. But we just want to start so that people can see and feel. They can see that people have the cars. They can see that actual people received the houses, and lawyers have interacted, and the house ownership have been whatever approved. And we also have the zero cost supermarket, one of the projects coming through. We also have another zero cost foods and veggies program. We have quite a lot of projects that now, with our own stablecoin, which is stabilizing our Weowns, we can be able to implement all these things very importantly. And every project will qualify provided we can agree on the parameters and how to implement it. So it's just going to happen successfully. And so that's very important. And again, I would love to share with you this quote, which started before we had the Weowns, and now it's very true with the current trend of what we have with the Weowns. So money is a collective agreement. If enough people come to the same agreement, what they agree upon becomes secondary, whether it be farm animals, gold, diamonds, paper, or simply a code. History proves all these cases to be true. Who knows what the future is going to suggest to us as money once we see the digital currencies as ordinary. And absolutely, that is true with the Weowns. That is true with the stable coins that I've just talked about. And that is true with the life that is gonna be impacted with just a code which is gonna help you change. Okay? So that's amazing and very important with what we have. Now, as we come to the end of our presentation, okay, I am excited, and I hope you guys are also very excited. We have been able to be graced with an opportunity of His Excellency yourself on behalf of Sir Patrick, and as well on behalf of the World Peace Tracks, and as well also on the behalf of the Pan-African People's Alliance, and myself on behalf of the Weownomy community, which is amazing, and with all the difference of personalities that we have. I hope you guys have learned a lot. I thank you so much for taking your time, and I congratulate you upfront for what you're about to become, and understanding that knowledge is also part of what is gonna make you understand more of our ecosystem, because our ecosystem is bigger. It does not just stop by providing you your personal income, but again, it's gonna build a huge ecosystem that helps nations, helps communities, and spans across the whole world. And that is what it's all about. So thank you very much. I hope you guys are the best listening in, and I appreciate you all. I salute you all, and hope all the best as very soon Weown goes live with 282 fixed price per token. Thank you very much. Be blessed.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Dr. Peter.
Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm blessed. I'm blessed. Thank you. Thank you very much for the well, insightful, and informative presentation.
Thank you for appreciating.
Thank you very much. And Peter, mine is a issue around the onboarding of Mzansi, where we were asked to register and listen on the radio, and then we were to be given the WeOwns thereafter. How far is that program?
Yeah, thank you very much for that important question. Up to now, I have been very careful to really make sure that when we go through partnership that we have with Mzansi, the partnership that we have with all of the different projects that are going to come on board, and now officially that I have been able to communicate what we have now. We have two very critical, I think, the content creators. Now we also have the radio listenership, and those ones also who participated. I think there is a record that Mzansi has, and I think they also shared with me, which again, the team is following up, and definitely all of those viewings that we are allocated to the respective recorded participants, they will definitely be issued within this week. So there has been a huge, I think there's quite a lot that our team has been doing to make sure that, I think as per now, over 35,000 people received grants. They have also made sure the networkers have received, and I think they are also getting to make sure that we also have the content creators and also the listenership program at Mzansi, everyone to be issued those videos. So that's very important, and it will be worked upon because the records are there. I think the listenership program, they're not so many, so that I can be able to look into the records, share it with the IT team, and they will be able to process that in addition with the content creators, as I'm aware that that is what is currently being processed, and by this week you should be able to get that.
Okay. Good, sorry. Good evening. Good evening, Dr. Peter.
Evening. How are you, Dr.
And Dr. Peter, I'm fine, and you?
I'm great. I hope you're great too.
Thanks for everything, Dr. Peter. I don't want to waste your time. I do have a concern here. Where we are expected to update our back office, but
Yeah.
the problem is that I can't log in, and this has been dragging. I even tried to contact the support, but really I don't know what to do, and I'm afraid because the daily table says tomorrow around 12 o'clock the back office will be closed or something like that. So what are we going to do? What are we supposed to do in this case? Because I haven't as yet been able to update my back office together with my 3 downlines.
I think.
Okay. If I'm asking that, what is the issue with you accessing your account?
The system says the credentials do not match, and these are the credentials that we have been using ever since. They say they do not match.
Have you tried to reset your password?
No.
Please try to reset your password, and then you'll get a new password, which you can use to access your account. Okay. Judith, can you go?
Good evening, CEO.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, CEO. Thank you for the wonderful presentation. Thank you for the hopes that you have given to us and our family. and everybody who had faith in you. We really bless God for you.
Thank you.
What I wanted to ask CEO is we bought Weownomy as a group recently, and we sent it to buy and hold. Then after that, we were expecting to get a response, as we know that usually they do respond that the email is well received. So this time we didn't get that response. So we wanted to know if should we relax and know that we have done the right thing, or is the buy on hold still on, or what? That's my question.
Okay, I think for your issue, if you have sent an email, not yet received a response, it's simply because we have been working with the issue of issuing tokens. So the team was a bit busy working on that, and I think now that we have tried to push most of the pending list of people who are supposed to receive their tokens, I think we might find time this week to address some other issues, including yours. So please expect a confirmation email later this week.
Hello, good day, evening, CEO.
I'm good. How are you, Amos?
Fine, how are you, CEO?
I'm great.
Yeah, I just wanted to raise a very simple issue. I lead a team, and then I've been doing their pasting. But what is funny is most of them receive their payouts, having done the pasting myself. But I didn't receive any, including my wife. And my wife is on B and C. And then I was told that perhaps this is wrong. We haven't written anything, we pasted, I rechecked it, and I was confused. I wrote to them, they never replied. And I was confused what to do. And then I read the message, and the message also didn't say we should write to who if such a thing happened, except that those that are not paid should update their thing with the token Weowno's deposit address, which is for Weowno's, and also with the ID or the username, and also as well as the email that they used. But I'm scared because they didn't pay for the first time, having pasted the correct thing on both their accounts. The question is, will this time be successful? Because it is the same address that I wrote. In fact, that I pasted previously, and I'm really scared about that. And both of them, we staked on both of them, including my wife, we staked twice for the C and for the B. And for mine, the C, I staked once. So I don't know what to do, although I pasted, but I'm scared that the same thing is going to happen.
Okay, I think to address not only your issue, but the issue of everyone who have not received their Weownomy, I think it is important to understand that when the reports were extracted for the payments, we had a few issues. Some people at the time of extracting the reports, some people had not yet updated their wallet addresses. Some had updated their wallet address because they were rejected during the sending of tokens. So for those people who had not yet pasted their addresses, and those whom their addresses were rejected because of something that was incorrect, because some people, instead of writing a 0, they write an O while they type in their addresses in the dashboards when they update them. So for those people who have had issues, whom their accounts had issues, either the problem being the wrong address or having not pasted their addresses, we will work on them after we have finalized the payment of all the people that appear in the reports that we have now. So we'll process the reports that we have now, and after doing that, it's only then that we can go back to those who did not receive their addresses, either because they had not updated their accounts or the addresses were wrong, either in the wrong format or something was wrong in them. So we'll get back to everyone and make sure that they get their token.
Okay, good people, let us have good night. Hope we had a nice day. So have a nice week, and we'll keep you updated. But on Thursday, our press release will go live, and then thereafter, we will be able to move to a new price. So thank you very much. Be blessed, and always remember that this is something that is timely for a wonderful revolution, and that is a very unique opportunity for all of you. Bye for now.